All right. Joining us now is Jon Golnik. He is the Republican candidate in the 5th Congressional District running against Niki Tsongas. And he said he had a debate last night against Niki Tsongas. Did you not, John?
We did, Howie. Thanks so much for having me. We had a great debate last night.
Well, what's the main difference between you and Niki?
Listen, I believe in the power of the individual, not the power of the government, and she believes the opposite.
So what?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. What is it? I saw a lot of. I've been in your neck of the woods the last couple of days. I've seen a lot of Golnik signs and not too many Tsongas signs.
Well, that's right. And I know people say, well, the Tsongas people will say signs don't vote, but signs show organization. Signs show that our supporters are energized, and we're just getting cooking up here. Let me tell you, we're excited and we're ready to go, and we're going to win this race. And there's going to be some big surprises on the night of November 2nd. Let me tell you.
I saw too. Someone sent me a video of the debate scene. Where was it last night?
It was up in the Neshoba Valley High School, technical high school.
Yeah. So all your people were out holding the signs, and then on the other side, it was a bunch of Niki Tsongas signs just lying in a pile.
Right. Well, they get credit. She gets this. I guess she brings people in, she pays them, and then some of the younger kids get class credit for doing it, but then they didn't stick around for the debate. They went home. They
get class credit?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I guess they get extra credit. That's what I was told. I had a bunch of supporters up there who said that's what they were told. But yeah, they didn't stick around long. That's for sure.
And then some of them got paid as well.
Well, again, that's what I was told. But they disappeared. They evaporated as soon as I was getting ready for the debate to start.
Now, how is she explaining her vote on health care these days?
Oh, she says that she's been up here in the district, and the people that she speaks with are willing to give it a chance. And I mean, maybe she's in another part of another district, because the people that I spoke to, I haven't found anyone that likes this health care plan at all. It doesn't lower costs. It's got that great 2.3% excise tax on medical device manufacturers, which is a job killer. But we haven't really heard about how she could have supported that. She contends I didn't read the bill, and I say to her, well, obviously you didn't read the bill, because if you had, I don't see how you could have voted for that.
Give it a chance. So in other words, that if you're coming in with a heart attack in 2014 and you have to get in a long line and somebody has to make a decision whether or not you're old enough or not fat enough to be saved, that's the chance you'll have to give it. You know what, John? I'm not willing to give it a chance. I'm just thinking about it is enough of a chance. I want it repealed. Right.
It's a bad bill. It needs to be repealed and replaced. Look, the health care, we've said it before, and you've heard it again. We have the greatest health care in the world, but unfortunately it's most expensive. Let's open access by lowering costs, and we lower costs by increasing competition. It's not brain surgery, no pun intended.
1-877-469-4322 if you want to talk to Jon Golnik. He is the Republican candidate in the 5th Congressional District against Niki Tsongas. That's mostly the Merrimack Valley, and he's doing a good job. And Niki Tsongas has never really had a tough race since her first one, and she's kind of she's not out and about as much as you are, is she, John?
Well, she's not, and you can't blame her, because whenever she goes out, she actually has to meet her constituents and hear how unhappy they are with the job she's done. 98% of the time, Howie, she votes with Nancy Pelosi and the leadership in Washington, D.C., and his district is 55% unenrolled. That's not sensible. That leaves us without a voice. That disenfranchises us. So I tell everybody, if you're tired of this, you're tired of the buyouts and the takeovers and her voting record, come with me, and I'll be your voice down in Washington, D.C.
And the economy continues to be rotten, despite what Deval Patrick says here in the state of Massachusetts. The more jobs were lost in September than any time since the last months of the Dukakis administration back in 1991. I mean, those were pretty grim days. And Deval's walking around like the economy's on the road to recovery, and you get all these rosy headlines in the Globe. They're just making it up.
Right. I mean, he was up at Man Orchards talking to the owners up there, and they said, "How you doing? Things are pretty good." And they were, "What planet are you on?" No net new jobs created in 10 years. We have unemployment has doubled since January 2007. And, we got sold a bill of goods, Howie, about this stimulus package, $1 trillion. But that's okay, because it's going to keep unemployment nationally under 8%. We're at 9.5, 9.6%. We've been here for 15 months, the longest time since the Great Depression.
How's that IRS center in North Andover coming along?
Yeah, where they want to create, where they want to invent jobs up there, even if people are filing online more and more.
Right. They're going to close the place, but she wants to spend what, $50 or $70 million fixing up the lobby because it'll make it more inviting for the workers who are there. You know, the ones who will soon be laid off or transferred down to Memphis, Tennessee.
Well, you know what, Howie? This is the difference between Representative Tsongas and myself. I actually believe that our hard-earned money is ours, and she believes that it's the government's, and they're entitled to it. And she really just thinks that the people of this district are the government's ATM machine.
How many bucks have you got in your account right now, John?
We could always have more, Howie. We could always have more, let me tell you.
Well, so how much do you have compared to her?
She's got about 15 times the money I have, but yet she's telling everyone that I supported that Citizen United bill so I could take in all this money from corporations. What a joke.
So if people want to go to your website, what is it, John?
That'd be great. My website is www.jongolnik.com. That's JONGOLNIK.com. And go to my website, check it out. If you can spare a little bit of change, that would be fantastic because that'll project our message. And, we're going to win this race, Howie. I tell you, we've been a little bit under the radar with some of the other high-profile races here. But, look, I would love to run again. It's great to run against an incumbent in this cycle, especially one who has such a horrible record that Niki Tsongas does. And we're going to win this race, and we're going to bring our voice down to Washington, D.C. for all these people in the 5th to hear.
Here's a text message. Niki's job is shovel-ready, and on November 2nd, John's got the shovel.
That's right. We're going to retire her right on November 2nd.
And here's one. Ask him if he's ever been approached by a cameraman shouting, dude. Oh,
no. Well, I think Barney Frank's friend sticks down in their district.
Thanks, John. We appreciate you calling in. Good luck, and we'll be talking to you before the election day on November the 2nd.
Thanks, Howie. Spread the word. I appreciate it.
Okay, thanks. That's Jon Golnik. He is the Republican candidate in the 5th Congressional District. He's running against Niki Tsongas. They had a debate last night, and a lot of signs showed up for Niki Tsongas, and a lot of people showed up for Jon Golnik. 1-877